What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about this new Nick Jonas album that was just announced. But before I do that, please, if you enjoy this content or any of my content on this channel, please subscribe, like, and share this video. And ring the notification bell while you're down there as well, because it keeps you guys notified whenever I post a video to this channel. So yeah, I told y'all I'll be covering more singers on here as well. Like music is like, I have 5 pillars on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. The 5 things that I cover: nerd stuff, advocacy, video games, and movies and television and music. But music is the main pillar, right? So, and I told y'all I'm gonna be covering more singers on this channel. And so Nick Jonas, let's talk about Nick Jonas. Nick Jonas is an underrated vocalist, bro. This dude has one of the best falsettos in music, period. Like, dude, Jealous, yes, it's a hit record, but it's also very, very technically hard to sing, right? Like, it's not easy to go from falsetto to not being in falsetto to being in falsetto again. It's not that easy to do that. Like, and it's very technically hard. And if you've heard Nick Jonas speak, like, he spoke about how the record label didn't think he could really succeed with falsetto, but he worked and worked and worked and worked until his falsetto became one of the best falsettos in music. So, right? And to keep in mind, this guy is like a triple threat. We've been talking a lot about, I've been talking a lot about triple threats, like, this week, right? Like, he's a triple threat. Bro, this dude just got off Broadway for the second or third time, right? You guys know what I think of people that sing in Broadway. Like, those singers are the top tier of vocal excellence, right? So, anyway, Nick Jonas just got off of Broadway doing a play. I forget what it was called, but he just got off of Broadway doing a play where it was him and another female vocalist and another female Broadway star, right, doing this play, and it was them two and them two on their own. It was a 2-actor play, right? And like, so this dude can really, really, really sing and stuff like that. And I've been a Nick Jonas fan. Well, I've been a Joe Bros fan since I was like 5. I'm a Disney kid, so I grew up on I talk a lot about how I grew up on Chris Brown and Usher and things like that. But before that, I was a Disney kid, so I grew up on Miley Cyrus and the Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato I grew up on the Disney Channel. Like, Sick Kids by the Jonas Brothers is by far my favorite Jonas Brothers song ever, right? So, and I cannot wait for Camp Rock 3, hopefully coming next year. I know they're filming Camp Rock 3, but yeah, like, for me, and then you get into Nick Jonas's solo stuff, and it's very R&B focused, right? Like, he has a song, like, Jealous is very R&B focused. This dude, I talk about this all the time. With singers, I like versatility in their music. Like, I like that they can sing anything they want to, right? With rappers, it's a little bit different. I like when you rap and you push yourself in that rapping genre, right? Like, for me, like, if Kendrick Lamar, who's my favorite rapper of all time, But if Kendrick Lamar one day decided to drop an R&B album, I wouldn't know how I would feel about that, right? Because Kendrick Lamar is a rapper. But if Nick Jonas one day decided to drop like a album of feeder songs, like songs that are sung in the feeder, like I would be like, yay! Why? Because I like, with singers, I like vocal versatility, right? Like, you guys saw my top 10 vocalists of all time video. If you haven't seen that, I recommend you watch that. But, like, so anyway, like, Nick Jonas, what I'm trying to say here, and Nick Jonas can really, really, really sing, right? I really enjoyed his last album in 2022. Yeah, 2022 called, or no, 2021 called Spaceman, and because it was very R&B inspired and stuff like that, and again, the dude can really sing. And so he has an album coming out February 6th of 2026 named Sunday Best. And there's not any songs out for it yet, but there's like an intro to a song with his wife. And like, his wife doesn't sing on the song, but she's like, it's in the interlude that he released to like tease the album is in like the frame of an interview, right? So his wife is asking him, Priyanka Chopra Jonas is asking him like, if nobody's ever heard your music, how would you describe this album to them? And he's like, have you heard of love? That's how I would describe this album. If you know what love is and you felt love before, that's what this album is. So yeah, we know it's 12 songs long. I'm assuming, like most of Nick's solo work, it's very R&B inspired, right? Which gets me very excited. And like, again, like, I will be covering this album. As I said, like, I'm still gonna be covering hip hop artists on here and stuff like that. But like, I'm a vocal nerd, right? So like, I need to start covering singers and things like that on here as well. So yeah, like for me, it's like, um, for me, this is really exciting. Like 2026 is gonna be a great year for music all around. At least I hope so, right? Because 2025 was a bit light. Like there's been some great albums this year. Like the Cynthia Erivo R&B album, I Forgive You. I'm going to review that this week. That's incredible. You guys know what I think of Hurry Up Tomorrow. That's for right now, that's still my album of the year, right? And that album came out in January, bro, right? The Summer Walker R&B album that just came out, the Summer Walker album that just came out, um, Finally Over It. That album is phenomenal, dude. And like we've gotten some really good hip hop releases too. Like we got the Clips album. We got one coming with the Nas and Premier album that's coming. But like overall, it's been fairly light for music this year. In my opinion. But next year, like, we're apparently getting an A$AP Rocky album. We're getting this Nick Jonas album on February 6th. We're getting and stuff like that, and I'm very interested to, like, I like the title of Sunday Best. Like, I don't know what this album is going to contain, but I'm like, when I heard that title, I'm like, is it gonna be like R&B gospel inspired? Because it's called Sunday Best, and like, if that is the truth with what Nick is doing here, like, if that is what it's inspired by, we are in for a treat, bro. So, yeah, like, and yeah, so tomorrow I might do a video on how to become a YouTuber. Because I had a friend ask me a few days ago, hey, how do I start a YouTube channel and stuff like that. So tomorrow I might do that video. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you enjoy this content, please subscribe, like, and share this video. And I would really appreciate it. And it would really help me out. Thank you for watching. And goodbye. And God bless you guys.